What's a deload and how do I do that? Deload is a short planned period of recovery in preparation for another phase of intense training. More specifically, it's a short break, typically about a week, in one or more training variables like volume, intensity, and/or load, so you don't run yourself into the ground or risk overtraining. We're going to give you our 4 favorite deload approach options. You choose the one that works best for you. The benefits of incorporating deloads include both a physical and a mental break between periods of intense lifting. These breaks generally lead to increased performance and mental drive for lifters who are constantly challenging their limits. This might seem counterintuitive, but trust, it could be the most important thing you do in your training pursuits for strength, size, and power. We highly recommend you incorporate deloads as you progress through more intense training phases that will have a high demand on your central nervous system, musculoskeletal system, and cardiorespiratory system. Here's our 4 favorite options for deloading. Option 1. The most common method of deloading, and the one we recommend most frequently, is to simply reduce your loads. As a guide, all your sets should be performed at around 40 to 60% of your 1 rep maximum. Keep the loads light and the reps and sets consistent. That's the whole idea of a deload. You just chill a bit and take it easy. Deload option number 2. Keep your loads consistent, but greatly reduce your volume. For example, if your training program calls for 5 sets of 5 squats with, say, 315 pounds, under normal deload, you could do 5 sets of 5 at around 125 to 190 pounds. That's your 40 to 60% of that 1 rep max. With a volume deload, you could stay at 315 and hit a couple of singles or doubles, or just go for that 1 set of 5. If you're a competitive strength athlete who finds your performance suffers when you don't have a heavy load on your back or hands week in, week out, this option might work better for you. How do I deload? Option 3. Change your exercise selection. This is a little harder to manage if you're not as savvy with specific exercise program, but it definitely has its advantages. In short, it means moving completely away from the exercise in your regular programming to provide you a completely different stimulus. A good example of this would be a powerlifter not doing a barbell squat, deadlift, or bench pressing for a period of time lasting 1 to several weeks, following a long period of heavy and intense training. Another example would be replacing your barbell back squat with a dumbbell front-loaded Bulgarian split squat. If you're biomechanically savvy and like to experiment with new things, this might be a great option for you. How do I deload? Option 4. Overcoming a sticky point for a specific lift. For example, you just can't get past a plateau on your squat, but all your other main and accessory lifts are increasing week on week, and you're feeling great. Taking a week off everything would be counterproductive, so just drop the weight on your troublesome lift. Hit a few easy sets a couple of times and work on nailing your form and technique. This is a great option if you don't want to venture too far off the beaten path and like to refine the details within your technique.